So I need to know what kind of beast you deal with. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, type 5. Type 1 is caloric, 2 is inflammatory, 3 is toxic, 4 is metabolic, and 5 is stress trauma type. So type 1, most people can kind of figure that out with just changing your diet, doing paleo. The thing to note about this, if you do this and have significant weight loss, elimination diet's another great one, is that a lot of these things people do also treat type 2, 3, 4, and 5. So type 2, inflammatory. This is where people tend to be more puffy. They tend to hold on the weight. They might notice hormonal changes related to cycling. And then when they lower the inflammation, which there's a couple of ways to do that, like vitamin C flushes, liver flushes, colonics, massage, saunas, herbals of things as well. But the bigger, massive, more things that decrease inflammation, you tend to see like a lot of fluid loss. You'll lose 5 pounds in a week, 8 pounds in a week. The puffiness will go away. These individuals also tend to be more puffy in the face, eyes, more swollen. So if you do that intervention, you probably have more type 2. Sorry, I'm getting a little out of breath here. The type 3, toxic, you can use similar things to like the things I just mentioned, the colonics, the coffee enemas, the sauna. But these individuals, they also tend to have more aches and pains, more joint aches. Sometimes you travel, like with my wife, for example, when we travel, she sleeps on foam, memory foam beds. It'll actually make her feel swollen, give her a headache. You might get a hit, quote unquote, a hit, whether it's mold, whether the hit is traveling, even a food hit. You go out and eat out, you drink some wine, have some fun with some friends, you have a histamine reaction, and you feel horrible for a couple of days afterwards. Also, with the inflammatory type, you might have some of those markers I mentioned before being elevated. The fourth part, microbiome, metabolome kind of one. A lot of individuals, when they do like colonics, when they do things that flush out their gut bacteria, or even probiotics, can have a massive impact on the weight and inflammation. If you go through all of these, and we've got more resources on our website to kind of walk people through this as well, and have some courses. Our connected health thing we've done online actually helps people walk this as well. If you've done a lot of stuff and you just get stuck, you lose some weight, you wax and wane, but you never really get the massive response you're looking at, that's when individuals really need to start thinking more about the type 5, which is the trauma type. This gets a little tricky because the trauma is not already always physical, sexual, emotional abuse. It can be, I've had patients who just being married to a narcissist was a trauma, or living and growing up in an environment where their father or someone was a narcissist, and that really caused a lot of stress in their life. It could be having a child with special needs that has health issues. Or it could be your own personal health journey. Maybe you had Lyme, mold, or whatever. You got better, but then your weight is kind of stuck. And so this requires usually a lot of introspection, looking at yourself, thinking about your own health journey to figure out if you're that toxic type. And this is where mind-body stuff can be super powerful, whether it's breathwork, EMDR, tapping, a whole host of these biofeedback things can be really helpful to help these people with trauma-related weight, obesity issues. We have a bunch of resources we actually give out to patients. We're working on a trauma course right now to help people walk through this. Hopefully this information is helpful. If you're having weight issues and you're stuck, put some information below. How are you stuck? Which one of these types of obesity do you think you have? What weight issues do you think you have? Share with us. Help us have in some sites in you, and then we can also share this in our other media, social media things, YouTube, etc., etc. The goal is to educate you, help you be the healthiest version of you that you can be. Take care. Talk to you soon.